Fantastic. Fantastic. You wanted to see me?
What do you think?
Ah, that's good.
By Michael Woods.
There we go, Dan. Thank you, son. Fred, you're looking awful serious. Is there anything wrong?
No. But I did want to talk to you about the divorce.
I see. What do you want to know?
Have you heard anything more?
Do, Pete. We can't be together and it's impossible to keep apart.
I don't know.
Gonna be so many lies. What am I talking about? There already are. I cut school so I could be here today. Plus, it just don't seem important. Everything. Nothing seems important. Except things that deal with you and me.
Yeah, I know. You and me. It's the only thing we have to hold on to, isn't it?
I love you.
I love you.
Then it should be simple. And if not, we'll make it simple. We'll just do what we want. For us.
Yeah, how are we gonna do that?
We can get married.
You mean elope?
We can run to Ogden. Isn't that where all the young people go? Come on, we'll do it. We'll do it right now. What do you say, Pete?
Look, I'm not talking about major revisions, James. I'm only really concerned with the central character, the narrator.
Yeah, the guy that was based on me.
Right. Now, you are the observer of all the corruption, the lying, the cynicism. I want you to be, you gotta be more sympathetic. Now, your readers are gonna want that, too. Now, sure, I know, you sound angry in the book, but I want more from you than anger. You're too hard on yourself. You gotta learn to be more likable. I want your readers to identify, I want them to feel that they're in your shoes, you know?
Sam, what I'm talking about is, I think there should be a little, maybe, moderation in the events of the book.
Well, how?
Well, cut them back. Make them, possibly less graphic, especially those characters that are based on real people here in Bay City.
Now, look, you've got vivid, straightforward characters that you've got here. I mean, you don't want to go, tampering with them because you're having some sort of surge of generosity.
No. I'm not playing Mr. Nice Guy.
Oh,
I just think I might have come down a little too hard.
Look, I'm telling you, the only one you've come down hard on is yourself.
No.
Now, if you go watering down those characters and the events, I'm telling you, I'm not interested in publishing.
Well, I'm gonna have to think about this.
All right, sure, that's fine. Listen, I've got some appointments in Chicago today. Maybe we can, meet later tonight.
Well, yeah, I'm at the Connection. I showed you that yesterday. Why don't you drop by any time after 6?
I'll see you then.
All right.
Oh, excuse me.
Sorry. May I come in?
Another World. This portion is brought to you by new advanced formula Crest Gel. New Crest flavor, same Crest fight.
Well, Rick is going into private practice in Lake Geneva.
And?
He wants me to go with him.
Oh, all right. Well, what do you want me to do? Make a counteroffer or something? Is that what you want? I mean, do you want me to make a choice between steady old Rick or bohemian splendor with me? Is that why you're here? Well, suppose I asked. Suppose I got down on my knees and begged you, Marianne, please stay here in Bay City with me. What would your answer be? Well, don't worry about it. I'm not going to ask that. It's over for us.
Yeah, you're right.
Well, we finally agree on something.
I guess I needed to hear you say it. Finally. Maybe that's why I came over. I just needed to have one last door closed behind me.
Well, let's close it together. We've heard each other enough. Are you thinking about going to Lake Geneva because of what I wrote in my novel?
No. No, I'm still angry about your book. But I'm not ashamed of my mistakes anymore. In fact, I think I've learned from them.
Good.
It's funny, your book has actually taught me something about myself. You see, I thought that I made most of those mistakes because I guess I thought I needed some wild sense of adventure and romance in my life. I was really running away from the obvious. I am basically a simple woman who wants the same things most other women want. And there's nothing wrong with that.
That's why I loved you. I still do, you know.
I love you too.
But it's not the kind of love that either of us needs. We're not kids anymore. We're grown up.
That seems very clear. Jamie.
Yeah.
I think your book has taught you something too. You don't need the distinction between James and Jamie anymore. You've become your own man. But for me, if it's all right with you, you're always going to be my old friend Jamie. And I'll always love you.
It's okay. And as for you, you know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you should take this offer from Rick very seriously. I mean, for once, you wouldn't be running away from something, you'd be running toward it. So if you really love this guy, don't turn it down. Go for it. Go for the cottage and the couple of kids and the cocker spaniel. Doesn't sound half bad to me.
I may just do that. I still have to decide. But whatever happens, I just want you to know something. I'm really grateful for your friendship and your love.
Yeah, me too. Good luck.
Thank you.
Goodbye?
Yeah. Sayonara.
The only thing I'm not sure about is whether Marianne is going to be going with me or not.
I got the impression everything was settled between the two of you.
I don't know if she's settled enough to leave Bay City.
Would you go without her?
Yes. Yes, it means that much to me.
Well, I think you should do that, yeah. I mean, if you get... I want what's best for you. Who knows? Something might happen to me. I might need a good GP. You're only an hour away. I could go up and see you. But Lake Geneva is not really my style, you know. No. Hey, no. Let's go. I'm kicking you out of here. I don't want any long goodbyes. A big chunk of my life is being taken away from me. I don't want to ruin it with crying, sentimentality. I don't want to make a fool of myself.
We're in our own sort of trouble, aren't we?
Imagine our father's faces if they found out we eloped.
We'll just have to live with it, that's all.
I can't ask you to lead my kind of life.
What's so awful about it?
No money. I can't support you the way I'd want to.
When I finish high school, I'll get a job too. Presto.
What about college?
Well, I'd rather we both saved up and sent you to vet school. Then when you're a vet, we can borrow some money, open some stables of our own, breed wonderful, beautiful horses like Captain. Oh, come on, doesn't that sound like perfect life?
Yes, it does. But life isn't that simple.
Well, we'll make it simple.
No. Your father's gonna give you a hard time. And even if we got married, I'd still have to send home money.
Well, I'll help.
I couldn't take advantage of you that way.
Pete, if we love each other, it's not taking advantage, it's helping. Come on, let's do it. Come on.
Well, we'd need a marriage license and blood tests, I think. And some cash.
I'll scrounge around and find something I can sell. Oh, but how long is this all going to take?
Well, I should finish out my new job at Coy Publishing for the week and do the same thing here for Leo Carmichael.
Look, let's pick a date and stick to it.
All right. Next week. Next Monday.
Perfect. Perfect. And by the time my father gets back from Wyoming, we'll be married. Oh, Pete, I have such a funny feeling in my stomach.
I do, too.
I'm scared and I'm excited. I'm anxious. Oh, Pete. Oh, now, Captain, don't you be jealous. Why, you're part of our family.
Well, it's a perfect setup. It's got everything. Shampoo basin, dryers, all in mint condition.
What about your stock? Shampoo, rinses, conditioners?
Oh, we got cases of that, and all top quality stuff, too. It all goes in the sale. Plus, you can pick up our lease for at least a year. The landlord's very fair.
Okay, I'm sold. It's just what I'm looking for. My lawyer will get in touch with you later, but in the meantime, let's shake hands on the deal, okay?
Okay, it's a deal.
Good. Oh, thank you both. I really am delighted.
Thank you. What's the matter with you? You didn't say a word.
I know, I should be floating on air.
We're getting some terrific price.
But Adia made the place sound so great. I'm not sure why we're selling it.
We're selling it because we have better things to do with our lives.
I'm not so sure. I feel very insecure all of a sudden. What am I going to do with myself?
Lou, here's the liquor list. You want to check this against the delivery?
Melissa, I'm doing the inventory.
Lou, take care of it.
You know, I'm sick and tired of being treated like a piece of window glass around here.
Man, I'm sorry I ever mentioned that cold shoulder idea. I didn't mean anyone to take it seriously.
Now, don't worry about it. Can't go on indefinitely. I mean, I don't want to lose my friends over this, but if I do, I'll have to live with it. Besides, once that book is published, then I'll be independent. Which, by the way, is soon.
You're kidding.
Nope. Sam Egan came through.
Oh, that's fantastic.
I don't know about that. I mean, a lot of people have been trying to persuade me not to follow through with this book. He's threatened to stop publication if I change any of it.
Oh, wait just a minute. You did get a definite offer to publish, though?
Yeah, if it stays the way it is.
Oh, good. Blue?
Yeah.
Come here a minute. Blue.
Yeah.
Take this truck for a walk, will you?
Jason.
He's the funny guy. Yeah, right.
James.
Yeah.
I want to show you something. Look at this. The cashier's check for $10,000.
To me.
Yes, to you. It's my option money for the movie deal. And here's a simple letter of agreement my lawyer drew up. You just sign that and the money's yours.
Sounds good.
Will you check it out with a lawyer yourself?
No, I don't have to, I don't think. I have faith in you, Jason. I mean, after the way I treated you in the book, you must have faith in me.
Yeah, but I thought the guy who was supposed to be me was a pretty sympathetic character.
He is?
Yeah. And if the good people of Bay City are offended or hold it against me, there won't be any big loss. You see, I've found it pretty difficult to make friends since I've started to walk the straight and narrow.
Jason, what about Melissa? She's not going to like this.
Yeah, well, I won't tell her either. You see, I had to take a bank loan to cover this check. And I'm afraid Melissa wouldn't understand. But I think that in the long run, everything will turn out great for all of us. Right now, though, I want you to make some copies of that manuscript, and I want to send it out to Hollywood, some big-name people out there. I want to get their reactions. I want to get their comments.
Wow, you're really hot on this.
Yes, I am. I've been looking for something to go into production with for a long time now, and a view of the bay is definitely it. We're going to make a fortune.
Well, now, you've had experience in this area, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Sam Egan, you know, my publisher, he says I need an agent. You know anyone?
You don't just need an agent, you need a personal manager. And Jason Dunlap is just about the best man for the job. I really was before I came to Bay City.
No.
I really was. So? You want me to handle you?
Well, yeah. I mean, what more could I ask for? Publication? A movie deal? 10 grand and personal manager all in one day.
All right.
Oh, so nice to see you here at the solarium, just relaxing.
I don't even want to think about what happened the last time we were here. Steve Frames.
Harry, now let's just think about going home.
And what am I going to do when we get there, Rot? There's no room for me in the union. Probably wind up like old Will Higgins. You remember him? Watchman down at the factory? Waiting to get mugged by a couple of kids?
Oh, come on, Harry, please. You are not in your last years, not by a long shot. And stop talking that way. What about all your knowledge and experience? You've got a lot more than Steve Frame. Maybe you could start your own business.
I probably couldn't make it at this stage.
Oh, come on, of course you can. I know you can. I mean, Steve Frame started his business from scratch twice.
But he had all the advantages, Laurie.
No more than you do. And you've got a son in Chicago who'll come back to help you.
If he ever gets his mind off horses and Steve's daughter. No. It's just as well he's gone away. Give him a couple of months, he'll forget all about her. We'll be rid of the Frames once and for all.
Honey, would it really be so terrible if they wound up together? She's an awfully nice girl.
Now, Laurie, don't you get my blood pressure up. She's still Steve's daughter, Steve's kid. She's got the same cockeyed values that he has. She just push him for more and more money. No, it's just as well he's gone off to Chicago by himself. He's starting his life on his own.
Paging Dr. Miller.
I kind of like the idea of starting my own business, though. Wouldn't it be something a couple of years from now if I won a bid against Black Hawk? Wouldn't that put Steve Frame's nose out of joint?
Oh, come on, Dora Doom. What are you so down about?
Well, to tell you the truth, Ada, I feel kind of afraid. It's been quite a while since I've been home just taking care of things. I might not be such a great homemaker. Besides, it might be lonely.
Lonely with Corey and a new baby?
Oh, Ada, you know what I mean.
Well, we can always use you at the PTA.
Well, not much for organizations.
Well, let's see now. The worst thing that can happen is that if you get really bored, you can get yourself another job. Or you can have some customers come to your home and do that in your spare time.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't count on too much spare time, though. When Nancy was first born, I didn't have enough hours in the day.
Ada, you're probably right. I guess this place meant more to me than I realized now that we've sold it.
Well, just remember why we sold it. Wasn't doing that great. And now we both have a chance to do something that might make us happy, and we got a little richer in the bargain. I think we're really lucky. Well, look who's here.
Hi.
Hi, good looking.
Hi, girl.
Hi.
Listen, I don't mean to bother you. You have some time? I kind of need some advice.
Well, sure, no consultation fee. What's up?
Great. Well, I began listening to people, and I've been thinking that maybe I wasn't being so smart about revealing these, graphic, real-life incidents in my book. And I have to decide, and right away.
Well, what's so important all of a sudden?
Sam Egan says he won't publish the book if I do a major rewrite.
Uh-huh. Well, that's a big decision. Seems to me it comes down to one question, though. What do you want most? You want to have the book published? Or do you want to get all the love of your family and friends back again?
Stay tuned for the next part of Another World. Now, the next part of Another World.
I have to get this book out. I'm a writer.
Did you, come to me because you thought I'd agree with you?
No, I came to you because I wanted to bounce it off you, because I needed to sort it out for myself. I mean, it seems to me that either people, when you come right down to it, they agree what I did, or they don't. If they don't, and I lose them, I'll have to deal with that.
You make it sound so simple, which it isn't.
You know, my father's behind me. That's something.
Steve's on your side?
Yeah.
What about your mother? You know, she's against it.
You know, you told me something. You said that I should start forgiving people, that I was being too hard on them. Well, don't you think it's about time that people start forgiving me for something for a change?
You sound like you still got a vendetta going.
No, I don't want revenge. I've never wanted that. I just think people should start seeing themselves, not being afraid of themselves, not being afraid of the past.
That, also means your mother?
The past shouldn't upset my mother. I mean, she should be able to learn something from her own mistakes.
You got it all worked out, haven't you? Now, you didn't come here for my opinion. You came here for my approval.
No, that's simply not true.
Well, that's how I see it. And maybe now that you've set yourself up as the final judge of what's right and what's wrong, maybe someday somebody will write a book about you. And maybe you'll be able to face the things in yourself that you're not able to look at.
My dear. My dear, see, I can make it across to you. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm
come
sorry.
on. Hi. Anne Whitelaw said you were out here. Could I talk to you for a minute?
Of course you can talk to me for a minute.
As a matter of fact, you can help me. See all this stuff? Can you please take it down? Anne has come up with the most wonderful idea. One sheet for all of this. It's title dates, due dates, editorials, reports, everything.
Sally!
What?
I need help.
What is it?
Pete and I have decided to elope.
What?
You were right.
Oh, my God, I don't believe this. This is wonderful. Wait, why do you look scared? I think that's what I am. Look. What? You're getting married in June, and you've always been just like a big sister to me. I need all sorts of advice. Well, you're sure about Pete, right? Oh, yeah. Then everything is wonderful. You're not pregnant, right? No, of course not. No, there is absolutely nothing wrong. You don't understand. We need all sorts of information about how to get licenses and blood tests, and are we legally old enough, and what am I going to wear? Don't worry. I'll take care of everything. And, you know, if you'd like me to, I'll even go to the wedding. Oh, Sally, I'd adore it. It's only up in Ogden. And maybe Denny can go, too? Oh, no. Please, don't tell him. Don't tell anyone. It might ruin the whole thing. Okay, I won't. So where is the lucky man now? Oh, he's still in town, but his parents think he's in Chicago on that job. And me, I've cut school again. I don't know what I'm going to use for an excuse. Well, I have a few good ones. I still have to sell some jewelry to raise some cash. Oh, sorry, there's so much. But you are happy? Ecstatic. Well, you're coming to Ogden with us, as long as you are. You'll be my maid of honor, won't you? Well, of course I will. And in June, you'll be mine. Oh, you know it. Oh, good. Now, come on, we have a lot of shopping to do, young lady. We gotta find you a dress. Oh, I can't believe it.
The people of Texas deal hard.
If I put you out of business in the next 6 months, you'll go to bed with me.
Fight tough.
I'm gonna wipe that smile right off of your fancy face.
And look for love. This week on Texas, these people are looking for an ancient Indian puzzle, and one of them will be shot. Texas on NBC.
Oh, hi. How are you? Listen, Jason, come over here. Sam Egan, Jason Dunlap.
Sam.
Jason's my new personal manager.
Yes, I've heard the name.
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Well, that was a while ago, but I think a view of the bay is going to put us all on top.
Jason has optioned the book for a film.
Well, Jason, as a manager, you know that the best thing to do is to wait for a contract, then to auction.
Yes, I admit jumping on the competition a bit, but James won't regret it. You see, I got a lot of very good contacts out in Hollywood, and at the risk of sounding a little too vain, perhaps, I think I'd make a bang-up exec producer.
He's giving me $10,000.
That's not enough.
Well, James will get more. Once there's front money. It's all in his letter of agreement. And once there's actual purchase, I'll make sure that James is even better.
All right.
What matters to me...
I'll see to it.
What's important is that I've got some money. You know, Jason, I've really enjoyed being your bartender, but as of right now, I quit.
Oh, no. Well,
Yeah.
I'd gladly accept this. Excuse me. Blue, James here has just resigned, and it seems that he's tendered his bartender, so to speak, his resignation. So we have this empty bar, and if you want it, you got it.
You gotta be kidding. Great.
Good man. Listen, Melissa, I'd rather she didn't know about the option. Keep it quiet, okay?
Well, what's going on? A major conference?
Melissa, no, this is Sam Egan. He'll be editing James's book.
Oh,
Pleased to meet you.
so it's really true. I mean, you are getting that thing published.
Yes, we have tremendous plans for him, believe me.
Sam, have you heard Melissa sing? She really belts them out. It's terrific song. Stylist, sing one for him. Will you, babe?
Di. Hi, I'm at the Connection. Why don't you stop by? Right. I love you, too.
Jason, just stop trying to force me to sing. Something's going on here. I just want to know what it is.
There's nothing, really. Nothing.
Hey, everybody, let's celebrate. The champagne is on me.
I see. There is nothing going on, huh?
All right. Oh, there's no big secret. It's James has resigned, and Blue here has been promoted to bartender. That's all. You see, James's book is being published.
And you want to celebrate. You know that book has ruined our chances of having a good, clean, decent life here in Bay City. And you're representing a man who has absolutely no feeling for friendship or common decency. He has destroyed my life. He has destroyed Jason's life. He has destroyed every single...
Please, come on. James isn't working here anymore. Isn't that what you wanted? Leave it alone. Let them celebrate, okay? Let them celebrate. They'll have the champagne. I'll give Blue the champagne it cost. Go upstairs. Get changed. For your next set, go ahead. By the time you come back, they'll be all long gone. Go on.
Ready?
Boy, honey, now you sit still. We're almost finished, okay? Come on, honey. You are getting so big, Corey. I remember when you were just a tiny little baby. I was wondering, how would you feel about having another little baby around here? You know, a little brother or sister?
I don't know.
Well, I think it would be a lot of fun. I know it would be a lot of fun for you. You know what? You're going to have a little brother or sister. It won't be for quite some time. And you'll be ready when it comes, I'll make sure of that. Daddy and I will love you just as much as always. And we'll spend as much time with you. In fact, we're going to even spend more time. You know why, Corey? I won't be working anymore. I'll be spending every single day here with you and the new baby. Doesn't that sound great?
Terrific.
I'll be making special dinners and lots of chocolate chip cookies. We'll all be very happy together. Okay, sport. Go and check yourself in the bathroom mirror.
I got your message.
Oh.
But I was all tied up, so I couldn't call you back.
No, it's all right. It's all right. I don't know what happened. I just meant to close my eyes for a couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Do you want some dinner?
No. We'll order out. You awake enough to talk?
I guess so.
Good. I made all the arrangements up in Lake Geneva except for a place to live.
Did you resign from the hospital?
Yeah, I just have some casework to finish up. I want to know how you feel. I don't know whether to get a house for two or an apartment for one.
Arrangements. I got somebody to cover the second half of my shift, and then I was making all these phone calls about the fact that there is no adequate ECU facility within 50 miles of the town. And then I found out from the hospital that they've been looking for somebody to run the ECU unit, and guess what? It's me.
You're kidding.
No.
You're coming with me.
Yeah. Well, you won't see very much of me for a while, but at least we'll be together.
I can't believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe it.
There's just one thing.
What?
You have got to help me find a doctor for the ECU.
Oh, well, that's a small price to pay for what I'm getting. A practice in one of the prettiest towns of the Midwest and a wife who You do love me, don't you?
Yes, I do love you.
But
don't expect to be pampered. I'm not going to be the typical doctor's wife.
No, I talked to the doctor. He's got up there that he had a housekeeper that's second best only to a mother. We'll hire her.
Great.
Are you sure there's nothing wrong?
No, there's nothing wrong at all. In fact, it was very easy making the decision when I stopped trying on options. I sat down, I closed my eyes, and I asked myself, what is the one thing I can't do without? And it came up Rick. And no one saw you come in here today.
Keeping a little phone. You know, I'm not really happy about the fact that you let Sally in on our little secret.
Oh, no, Pete. She was so wonderful, really. She won't breathe a word. She's too excited about being my maid of honor. What's the matter? You're not I'm having second thoughts, Mike.
I just don't want to rush you in.
Come on, if anyone's doing the rushing, it's me.
I'm not gonna change my mind. I'm not going so crazy about you. I do wish that I could let my mother know, though.
Well, perhaps you should. I mean, if it doesn't change anything, why not?
Well, I won't tell her yet, but maybe just before we leave.
I tell you, we'll talk to her together. Because I plan to do everything in my life with you.
So if I'm deserving of you.
No, what I'm talking about is the casting of the part of Virginia, which is based on the character of Rachel, right? Your mother? Right. Yes. Okay, so there's no question about the fact that we need a star. It's a star part. We've got to find someone big, like Jane Fonda.
Well, listen, I have got to get up and do my set now, but we better cool it with the music in the game room again.
Okay.
Well, what is this that I hear about Jane Fonda?
Oh, Jane Fonda, I met her once in Los Angeles, that's all.
So why were you talking about a star part?
It's a book I have under contract. We're talking about casting a film, General.
Yeah, Melissa, I'm thinking of going back into management.
Oh, really? Really? Well, that's something that I am very interested in hearing about. What's the book?
Well, I'll tell it to you later. You got a set to do.
Nah, that can wait a minute.
It's a long story, Melissa. After you set, okay?
You know, you've been giving me the runaround all afternoon, Jason. You must really think that I'm an idiot watching you sit here with James Frame and his publisher talking about turning a novel into a movie, and you're going back into management. Why don't you just admit that the book is A View of the Bay? All I want to know is, what part are you playing in this?
I've taken on James as a client, and I've optioned his book for a movie. It's going to be great, Melissa, you'll see. It'll be a whole new life for us.
Well, maybe a whole new life for you, baby. Just count me out.
So please wait, don't get angry. Listen. You will love this, you really will. And I can promise you a part in the film, too.
Oh, great. Great, maybe I can play myself. That'd really be good for an item or two in the columns.
Melissa, please wait.
Stay tuned for the conclusion of Another World.
I'll talk to you. Kid and Joey are thrilled about everything.
Oh, great. Now I have to call my mother in New York. Oh, Rick, I can't believe we're making all these phone calls. It makes it seem so real.
You're not getting cold feet, are you?
No way. I'm going to live with the man I love in a dream house, kiddo. I won't have very much time at first, but I want everything to be perfect.
You do?
We can, yeah, I'll get some decorating magazines, and we can have a garden, a vegetable garden, and we can grow okra and parsnips,
Okra.
yeah, and pineapples and coconuts and fresh flowers. Every day in your office.
I hope I'm not kidding myself about this whole thing. I mean, it's not exactly going to be Marcus Welby, but it's a nice dream.
I think so, too.
You do?
Yeah. You know, I thought it was going to be a lot tougher leaving this town since I grew up here. I talked to my grandfather today. He made me realize it's time to move on.
It's not like we're living, going to be living in Albuquerque. We're only going to be an hour away.
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm trying to relieve some of this hyper energy.
Can't you think of another way? It's nice, I like that.
You do? It's going to be a great ride.
There is one thing that's been bothering me all through this. I didn't want to tell you before, but I guess I have to now.
What? What is it?
It's my cooking.
You're cooking.
No, it's atrocious. Can you stand it?
We'll eat out.
Oh, no. We're not going to be able to afford to eat out. You're going to have to put up with cooking the way my mother taught me. And she wasn't the world's best, believe me. Lots and lots of mutton and shepherd's pie and kidney and steaks. All classical English fare, and it's all pretty dull.
I'll learn to love it.
You promise you won't go screaming back to your mother after your first meal?
I promise.
I know you think this is very funny, but my lack of cooking talent could be a real problem, especially since I hear your mother's a fantastic cook.
Well, I'll have her send you some recipes.
You know, I'm being a complete fool.
No. I'm being lovable. Just makes me love you more if that's possible.
Melissa, wait, please. Please wait.
I don't know why you had to do that. Just get out of my way.
What is so terrible? I got a real bargain on that option. I could make a bundle.
Well, and maybe you better think about who you're going to spend it on.
It's for you. It's for both of us. Melissa, this could be the start of something really big for me. A whole new career as a producer. I can't let that pass.
No matter what it costs. Jason, you know about that book. You know what publishing it is going to mean to me, to Sandy, even to yourself.
The world isn't going to know who those people in the book are.
Don't kid yourself. I sized up that Sam Egan, even if you hadn't.
What's that mean?
It means that he is going to milk this thing for all the PR that he can get out of it. Now, how are you going to feel when your sordid little story is in every newspaper, every magazine? And what about television? And Phil Donahue says to James Frame, now where did you come up with all of those stories? James Frame is just going to say, I made them up all in my head? What about Sandy? His whole life has changed since Matt Corey's taken him. I mean, what's going to happen to him?
I am so sick and tired of hearing about Sandy, and I mean it. Who is it that you care about? Is it me or is it him? You completely ignore the fact that I got a bargain, a terrific bargain, and I took it.
So? So what am I supposed to do? Feel proud? I'm supposed to feel proud that you are supporting that conniving little creep, James Frame? How am I supposed to feel supportive? Much less marry a man who can't even turn down dirty money because there's a big deal in it for him. Maybe I had you wrong all the time, Jason.
Let's not get into other things, shall we?
Well, I thought that the company had picked you up, and you got entangled in that whole mess just somehow before you understood what was really going on. But you knew what was going on all the time, didn't you? Or maybe you just got persuaded. And what about Tracy's death?
Okay, you can stop it right now.
Were you really so ignorant that that's what Ilsa wanted all the time? I'm really seeing you with new eyes, baby. Just let me go.
This part of Another World was brought to you by Safeguard. What soap gives you unbeatable deodorant soap protection plus a rich, smooth lather? Fresh-smelling Safeguard. No wonder it's always the smallest soap in the house. Join us each weekday at this time for the continuing story of Another World.